Hey guys, Troy Harrison with Real World Hot Rods here, and I was thinking. So I'm going through Facebook, and I see this press release yesterday. Mike Vaughn, Roby Helm, and Ken Schrader announced the formation of the new Vaden Performance Chevrolet 525 Late Model Series. Also announced 602 Late Model Series Super 525 Modified Class, which runs a 525 crate motor on a 3-link modified chassis, a 602 Modified Class, and a factory stock class. Oh goody! More crate motor series, because if there's anything that short track stock car racing needed, it's more crate motor series. Like hell it does. Okay, look, first of all, I am not bashing Kenny Schrader here. Kenny Schrader is a national treasure. He is beloved across the racing world, and he should be. He's probably, I don't know, lending his name to this thing. I don't know. But here's the thing. Short track racing is awash in various crate motor series. You know, the IHRA for its new late model series has announced that they're going to be supporting that CT525 engine as well. And looks like what's happening is that GM Performance is putting a big marketing push behind the CT525 engines. Okay, let's break this down a little bit. Here's the reality of crate engines. Okay, when crate engines started out, you had the 602 and the 604, and at the time they started, the 602, which is the all-iron 300, I think it's 350 horsepower engine, was like $3,000-ish. And again, this has been a long time ago, probably, 20 years ago. And the 604 crate engine, which had the aluminum fast burn heads on top of it, 400 horsepower engine, was, I believe it was approximately 400 horsepower and about $4,000, maybe $4,500. It wasn't a huge spread between the two. And the idea that, they had circle track pans on them. The idea was you could go buy a competitive engine for $4,000 and go racing. Well, as usually happens, racers got a hold of it and rules makers started making changes. At the beginning, you weren't going to be able to refresh these engines. They had to be run right out of the crate. The idea was that once you were done with them, once they had kind of aged out, you'd sell them off and street rodders would buy them and rebuild them for hot rods. Pretty good idea. But of course, then we had to go into the freshening, and then we got the authorized engine rebuilder, and then, people started developing special parts for them. And nowadays, there's 604 crate motors out there that people have $20,000 into, and it's still a 400 to 415 horsepower motor. And that's got to be some of the worst cost per horsepower there is in racing. And, the CT525, it's priced somewhere around, I want to say $8,500 to $9,000. But again, you're going to have to spend another $10,000 plus on this thing if you want to be competitive, you want to win races, because when your horsepower is limited like that, every additional horsepower matters that much more. So if you're going to be competitive, if you're going to win, you've got to have an authorized rebuilder, take it apart and dyno it and optimize it and do whatever they can within the rules to get everything just to the absolute edge of the specification that you can get to. Again, you got to buy the special carburetor, the special headers, special exhaust system, all of them optimized and dyno tested for these engines, so they're going to deliver the absolute max. But again, you've still got a cast crank engine. You're putting 20 grand into the damn thing. And what crate motors rules do is, the idea was that they would limit the top cost. They would limit the high-end cost of participation in a particular class or particular series. What they've really done is they've set the cost of entry. I mean, if you're looking at these 525 series, if you can't afford to spend $9,000 even just on the engine, forget all the extra crap you have to do, you can't run the series. And the argument out there is, well, if you want to be serious, you better be prepared to do that. Screw that. Look, you want to know what short track racing really needs? 3 words. Legalize the junkyard. Legalize the damn junkyard. Make short track racing again where you can go to the junkyard, buy a very commonly available engine, a 5.3 LS, a 6.0 LS, a 6.2 LS like I got in my Escalade, a Hemi, a Mopar Hemi. Buy one of those engines and convert it and race it. Yeah, let people build their own engines. You can get single 4-barrel intakes for those engines. I think you can even get, if you want to deal with overhead cams, you can even get a single 4-barrel intake for a Ford modular engine. I know that for the Hemi and the LS, you can actually get a distributor drive if you want to go completely old tech, get rid of all the crank trigger stuff, which there's a good argument for, and have everybody run an old school distributor. The problem is, this stuff isn't legal, and it's way cheaper potential. In terms of a budget racer trying to enter a class or move up a class, it's cheaper than one of those damn crate engines. So why do they do this? Why won't they legalize the junkyard? Well, first of all, most rules makers are locked into rules around small block Chevys and small block Fords, which haven't been put in a production car in 25 years, but they don't know how to get out of that. Second of all, this crate motor deal is great for GM Performance. It's great for the authorized rebuilders, and it gives more power to the tech officials. And let's be honest, in pavement late model racing, half of the big races are decided not on the track, but in the tech barn. And I think, honestly, tech officials like that. I'll probably have an I was thinking about that. But here's the thing, guys. We don't need more damn crate motor series. We don't need more crate motors. There's some of these pavement late model series that have half a dozen different options of crate motors, some of them from independent builders. It's stupid, and yet in what is supposed to be stock car racing, you can't go to the junkyard, put a wrench on an engine, and build it. Guys, we have lost our way, and the car counts show it. So that's what I was thinking. You want to know who's really going to win on a new series is going to be the series that legalizes the junkyard. I'm Troy Harrison, Real World Hot Rods. Those are my opinions. They don't have to be yours, but that's what I was thinking. You know what to do. Subscribe to my channel, like my videos, share my videos. Hey, drop me a comment. Tell me how dumb you think this opinion is. Wouldn't be the first time. Thanks a bunch. I'll see you next time.